Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ryan Nickel. I'm coming at you with another Flashcard Friday. This is from Bootstrap REI. Want to go ahead and get into this one. If you don't already have your copy of your flashcards, just go ahead and click the link below. Get a copy. I mean, it's only a couple of bucks, and 5 minutes a day is all it takes for you to become a master at this stuff. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to choose a new flashcard because by mastering these skills, just remember you're one deal away from changing your entire financial future. That's all it takes. So let's go ahead and just randomly choose a card here and see what we got going on today. We've got the King of Hearts. King of Hearts. Anything else you want or need? So King of Hearts is anything else that you want or need. You never know what other hidden assets you might discover. Assuming we can agree upon price, is there anything else you want or need out of this to be completely satisfied? So when I'm negotiating with a seller, I always ask this question. Now, I didn't always ask this question. And the reason why it started to come up into my conversations were to find out, you know what, how can I make this more enjoyable or easier for them to move forward? And so I asked them, is there anything else that you want or need to have done in order for this to be a smooth transaction for you? And I get all kinds of stuff. So for example, most recently, we just closed on a property here in town. It was a property that came through a probate situation where we had mailed a probate letter to the person who did the petition. And in talking to her, she lived out of state. There was a neighbor who was kind of pesky. She was on the property. She was going in and out of the house. The neighbor she felt was being dishonest and deceitful and was actually trying to steal stuff. In fact, when I went and I looked at the house, the neighbor told me, he's like, "Oh yeah, you like these cars here? I can sell these cars to you. I'm going to sell these cars." And I brought that to the attention of the person who inherited the property from her brother. And I said, "Yeah, she mentioned she was going to sell me a car or something like that." And she goes, "She doesn't have a right to any of those cars. Those are my cars. I own those cars. I have the pink slips to those cars. Those are not her cars." And so when we were all done with everything, I asked her this question. I said, assuming that we can agree upon the price, is there anything else that you would want or have done that we could do to make this an easy transaction for you? And she said, "Well, I need to get rid of those cars." And I said, "To tell you what, if it's easier for you, you can just leave the cars there and we will take care of them." She's like, "You would do that?" I was like, "Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?" And so in doing that, we were able to get two cars. We're going to make a little bit of money on these cars. But it was so funny. She's like, "Oh, great. I have the pink slips here. I'll go ahead and give them to you when we sign the contract." I said, "Hold off on that. Wait till we actually close on it before you give us the pink slip." But she was willing. That was how eager she was to give up those cars. So you can ask this question: is there anything else that you need or want in order for this transaction to be smooth and complete? Another way that I do this is also I do a little variation on this. So it's not, I'm not asking them, is there anything that they would need or want in order for this to be a satisfactory conclusion to our business dealings. But I also ask, what are you going to use the money for? What purpose do you have for that money? And sometimes I get questions like, "Oh, I'm going to start a new business," or "I'm looking to invest it somewhere else." And we actually will find private money this way. Like, "Oh, I'm just going to put it in the bank. I'm looking to invest in real estate." I'm like, "It's fantastic. We're currently paying 8 points on money that we can borrow to rehab our properties." And we're able, like, 8 points. What does that mean? I'm like, "Well, 8%. You can go put it on a CD for 2%, or you can, we can secure it by the property and you can get 8% on it." And so we actually find private money that way too. Now, we don't always get private money, but that's, another way that you can do this as well. So there are a lot of different variations that you can use this card. But get in the practice of talking to sellers and asking them, is there anything else? So it's not always about the price, guys. It's not always about, "Hey, can I get this property under contract? What else can I do? What else do you need? How can I be of service?" We help people move. Like I said, we've taken over cars. We've reinvested their money for them. A lot of different variations. And honestly, the limit is your own creativity. So use this. It's the King of Hearts. It's anything else you want or need. So, all right, I'm Ryan Nickel. Again, if you don't have this entire set of flashcards, you can wait the full 52 weeks for me to go through every single card, or you can go ahead and click on the link below right there and have them within a week. All right, I'm Ryan Nickel, and just remember, you are one deal away, like it says, one deal away from changing your entire financial future. I'll see y'all next week.